Good afternoon. I'd like to learn more about who you are, and so if you could start with your name, your role here, and why is this award important to you?
Good, thank you. My name is Gathi from Asante Africa Foundation. I'm the program manager for this organization here in Kenya, and I'm proud to be the program manager, and especially recently that I was awarded one of the International African Achievers Award 2012. Here in Kenya we are only 5, and I'm among 5 people. May I start by saying what I do in Asante Africa as a program manager? That I'm the one who's managing day-to-day affairs of this organization in Kenya, and I started doing this since 2009, when I came from teaching and I joined Asante Africa. Reasons being that I felt like as a teacher I'm jumping from teaching to another area dealing with education again, and I'm proud to continue achieving the Asante Africa. What I would say about this award, the International African Achiever Award, is that it is an award that is given to those who are making a difference in the community that they are working in. These are the people who are doing what people may say small things, but causing ripples, doing great things to the marginalized communities, doing great things in their community, doing great things in communities that people would not want to work in because maybe they are so poor, maybe because there are so many challenges that these people need to have addressed, but people feel like, oh, we don't have the solution for all this. I'm so proud that I'm able to pull one challenge and follow it to the root. And as Asante Africa, we are doing something great. That's why we were recognized by this award.
Great. Yes. So can you tell me more about what are some of the challenges that the children in the rural Kenya that you work with face?
There are myriad. There are many challenges. I can't exhaust them here, but I would mention that the biggest one, is that these children, looking in the area that we work in, that's the education. These children walk for long distances. They walk for 5 to 10 kilometers on a daily basis, and some of these children are 7 years old, and the oldest I think should be 14 years in grade 8. And these children are walking from 7 a.m. in the morning to about 8:30 or 9, walking to school, and then leaving school around 4, walking all the way to their home up to about 6. That's a lot of time spent on the road walking. Then again, so something that the family faces as a family: lack of access to clean water for domestic use. These children, I'm telling you that in the family that they live in, water to wash, water to cook, water to drink is a challenge. If you see where they're drawing the water from, in an open pan that the government or the community has tried to mobilize its own members to dig, the water is so dirty, it's too dirty that you can't imagine that it's there for human consumption. Then the other thing is that education in the school that these children go, classes are not there. If you find classes, maybe 2 classrooms in the school, and the school has grade 1 all through to grade 8, and because of lack of classes, you'll find that some of them are schooling under shades, under trees, and those who are lucky enough to be in classes, they share grades share rooms. For example, you might find that one room has 2 grades in it or 3 grades in it, and you can imagine what kind of teaching that's taking place in a situation like that one, where we have a teacher teaching his group of students on this wall, and another teacher teaching his group of students on this other wall. It's skills, it's not learning that's taking place there, because when this teacher talks and the other teacher is talking, and of course, children they'll always make some funny noises or being mischievous. The class cannot be said to be learning. Then also lack of things like facilities like books. Things like books, desks, toilets, things like simple things like what, even tables for the teachers. They are not there. And these children are expected to compete with their peers in well-endowed schools in urban areas, in areas that have resources. Then these children they can't match their peers in those areas that are endowed with resources. And they only do one exam that's called national examination, that's called Kenya Certificate of Primary Education. And this exam does not recognize the challenges that these children are going through, and it treats them like they have teachers. Well, in essence, they don't have teachers, and if they do have teachers, these teachers are not qualified. These are not teachers who've not gone through colleges, teachers colleges. These are community members who have finished Form 4 or secondary schools, and because they've not been able to further their education through the university or through colleges, they find that the only thing that they can do in their communities is just to teach their kind, their own. So these challenges are so many, and I cannot exhaust them. Yeah. And before I forget, there's one big challenge. One big challenge in these communities. You recently heard about the political violence that happened in Kenya 2007, 2008. This did not spare these communities in the rural areas that we are working in. Tribal animosity is so rife, it's too high that sometimes they fight, each community fighting each other, and this for sure is very, very dangerous to children, and especially school-going children, because some of them fall victims of such retrogressive activities or things. Mm-hmm. Then how does Asante Africa try to address these challenges? One, may I just take this opportunity to look at the nations, through the nations, how we are able to address these challenges. One, we provide scholarship to poor, potentially bright, children with the ability to perform well in academics. And we do this by taking them from the schools that do not have facilities, and with the support of their parents, or with the nod from their parents, we take them to boarding schools that have facilities, that have the children assured of 3 square meal, that is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And also they sleep in comfortable beds and warm. They're able to bathe on daily basis and even get water on daily basis to drink. So when we take them there, we mentor them. We give them somebody to take care of them and to continue showing them the way and encouraging them to work hard and to believe in themselves. Then also we also provide infrastructure to the schools, like building teachers' houses, so that once we build teachers' houses, teachers from outside the community will be comfortable to come and take up the positions that have been offered to them by the government, because they have a place to sleep in. Also, we also provide water. We provide water tanks to the schools. We also sink boreholes with partnership with other organizations. Like recently, we did one with Rotary International in one of the most resource poor community in Narok. Then we also do toilets for these schools. We've done, there's so many toilets that we've done. There's so many schools that we've supported toilets, because that's another area that kind of has been neglected by school management or by the communities or by the government. Then to make sure that we address this lack of information in the youth, in the areas that we're working with, we every year conduct what we call youth leadership workshops, where we bring together all the children that are age 15 through to age 22. The youth who are in grade what we call Form 3 here in Kenya through to the university. We bring them together from Kenya and Tanzania. We mentor them. We impart skills on leadership. We show them how to map their own dreams, how to stay focused. We give them hope that through education they'll be able to turn their lives around and break the cycle of poverty. Then to try to curb this lack of tribal cohesion, that is ethnic cohesion, we finance joint examinations for schools within an area, and then we bring all the children to one central school, whereby these children are supposed to be hosted by their peers. They are the hosting school, the students from the hosting schools. They host them in their homes, and regardless of where they come from, which community they come from, these children will share whatever they have at their homes very friendly. This way we believe that we are helping the government to bring kind of what you're calling in Kenya ethnic cohesion, that people start looking at themselves as coming from this tribe and him coming from, or her coming from a different tribe. We are all looking at ourselves as Kenyans now. Then teachers. We are doing workshops for teachers, bringing them together, benchmarking, showing them that if this teacher in this school suffering the same conditions like yours is doing this, why don't you do this? And this way we are seeing it helping in bringing up the quality of teaching in the schools that we are working in.
Any final words for the people who gave you the award? Any final thoughts that you want to say about this award?
I must say that we are very proud as Santi Africa. We have realized that if you see this trophy coming to us, there must be something that we are doing well, and we are doing very well. And we must say that this is just the beginning, because our passion is not. Our passion is to work with these poor. Our passion is to empower these poor children, to make them look back and say, we have come from this far, and we are going far. And the children who are looking at them as they grow, as they develop, as they do well in school and becoming important people in life, are also learning something. And what we call ripple effect. Small drop in the ocean will cause a big ripple that you might have not intended. But what you're doing in Central Africa, touching one child at a time and making sure that we leave a mark in their lives.